I'm going to say this. Lately, there have been a lot of politicians getting caught up with stealing money. And I know when they get caught, they get a little slap on the wrist. They go to the pretty jails. And if it was somebody like me, they probably would throw me up under the jail. You're raising taxes in state of Illinois, city of Chicago. Property taxes are sky high. And my point to all that is a setup to displace residents, period. Now, since the closing of the school and Barbara Byrd Bennett has gotten caught with her hand in the cookie jar, she took all this money and nobody's saying that it's going to be paid back, and with penalties of percentage, because if you get a loan and you revoke that, you don't pay that loan, you still have to pay that money plus the interest plus the attorney fees and the court filing fees. So why shouldn't it be the same thing for people who has been placed in a position to make something better? Instead, they make it better for themselves because they feel like they're owed to take money. At the same time, the city and the state cry broke, but they're broke because everybody's stealing. Everybody's stealing. It's just a domino effect lately of how people are manipulating and abusing the system for selfish gain. And nobody's talking about that. But then when people get caught, you want to take those funds that's been stolen and place it back in the residents' hand by upping their property tax, but you don't want to increase the minimum wage. Now, the political figures will increase their side, make sure they're okay, their wives, their husbands, their families go to the best of school, live in the best of neighborhood, in the house, they can afford everything. But you want to nickel and dime people so they can't survive. So that's a form of setting up to kill a community and to destroy a neighborhood. Now, when I was a kid, the city was mostly white, and it's not racial discrimination. This is the truth. And then when black people start moving in certain areas, they decide to move to the suburbs. Well, now they want back into the city. So what better way to cause people to lose their property? You raise the taxes, you raise the water bill, you don't increase no minimum wages, you don't care about unemployment, you don't care about none of that. You leave abandoned buildings. You close up schools, and you don't care about the kids crossing from one area to the next, which you call safe passage, which is not so safe. And then the crime is steadily increased, and you don't feel the need to stop it. So it's a set-up scenario to wean out what you don't want to put in what you would like to get back. Bottom line, some of the schools are being closed. They're talking about training centers. Now, who's going to be able to go to the training centers? Is there going to be a fee? And what are you training for? It doesn't make sense. If you don't have no job, I'm not understanding how this is going to work and who is going to benefit. Then I saw another article where they're going to build up downtown. So this is all a money thing. So Rahm lied and said he was going to make sure the west side was okay, and that's not the truth. And issues with people owning property that could be rectified and they could fight for because of companies who has built relationship with the city. The people who's on the short end of the stick, they will lose automatically because they don't have the money to fight. Read an article in the Huffington Post about a family who lived down there by UIC, and the school wants to take over the area that they've been down there for a long time to build housing for their students, not considering the long-time residents who live there. So they don't care. Bottom line, you got these charter schools article that they try to increase those, and CPS is going unattended. What is wrong with this picture? And are we okay with it? Have we got immune? Or is there so much of a norm that we don't know? Or we just don't care? Which one is it? Now, these politicians, again, I've seen in other videos, they are your employees. And they work for you. But it seems to be selfish gain when you talk about residents and building up the city. You're not building up the city. You're killing it with the decisions that's being made. Point blank, period. And it's okay. It seemed to be okay. It's sad though.